Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Kansas State Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Rutgers kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense in a bunch formation. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, they say you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, David, the defense dialed it up at the perfect time, and what a tackle.
Great tackle. I'm surprised, honestly, he held on to the football. That is what you want. You want physical knockbacks. When you're on defense,
snags it and he's open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice gain by the offense.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
All right, and you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job of securing the catch, getting the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Pulls it on the option. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry-up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
On target to the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Scarlet Knights, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Oh, he got loose. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Oakland. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Got a little grass, and he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summaries. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The play action fake. Throwing right. He's got it. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Kansas State in business in the red zone. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Snap in the shotgun. That's caught. It's Allen. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense.
Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot him. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Johnson looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Jackson. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
With the catch, it's Oakland. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Spits it out to the back. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the left. Turning it on. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Using his legs to buy some time. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the route is on. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Running the red zone, it's Raymond. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Running the read option left to start the drive. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Fights off the defender. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Snap from the gun on third down. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it down the field. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Snapped it in the shotgun. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. Makes it past the marker.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying
he's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They'll run the option. Give to the running back. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Off the play fake. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. And now the lead is extended a little further. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
It's caught. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Going long. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here.
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He gets away. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed in the middle. It's Raymond. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Ballmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season.
Yo.